see, man. The world sees that. So if they see you as a gangbanger, man, you understand what I'm saying? They see you disrespecting your sister with a G-string and shaking her ass, then that's the perception that people have all over the world. So when they start killing your ass and eliminate you, really shooting you in your head like they did my brother Michael Brown, right? Ain't nobody in the world gonna have no sympathy for us. Okay, so this is why he called the Million Man March, because he knew they were going to take us out. He had a vision. Now you can believe whether he said he had the vision and he went into a wheel, whatever. But let me tell you something. Those white people, the government believe his ass. They know what the hell time is. You might not believe what time it is and laughing all this here and thinking that we here alone and there ain't no other forces. Now you might think that if you want, it's all right. But they ain't think that. Okay, and that's why Farrakhan left the country. And when Farrakhan left the country, and he traveled all over the world, and they threatened him, right? For the Savior's Day, when he came back, yes, like I said, you can't even make this shit, man. You can't even make this shit up. Yes, your brother. I flew into Chicago, man, by myself. And guess what? You don't have to worry about, well, oh, shit, he flew by himself. There ain't no verification. No, I got pictures, man. I got pictures, and I shot right there in the final call. I was downtown Chicago, purchased things right downtown, man. Went to the store and the whole nine. That's right. Your brother was there. I was there to greet him, man. Okay? And it stopped the slaughter, man, because they saw, the whole world saw the image, right, of brothers, man, in harmony, locking arms, man, in love and peace, man. This is what we got to do, brother. Brothers and sisters, we got to do this, man. They want you dead, and I know your frustration, man. You taking it out on your brother, right? Because you see the foreign policy of America, man. You talk about some gangs, and Dr. Ray talking about Michael Brown. He said, oh, he was in gang, but then he stopped himself. The youth that he was talking to is in gangs, man. You talking about Michael Brown was smoking shit. And people, when I seen your ass in Baltimore, some of the people in the damn congregation was high. You talk about, you don't think they smoke? I mean, come on, man. You're going to disrespect him, talk about he's high? Come on, man. With back to that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people in your church be high, man. Right? So we got to go ahead, man, and stick to a vibration that's going to elevate us, man. Okay, so like I said, man, start downloading, man. Get yourself dictionary.com instead of listening to this bullshit and downloading all this rap and all this video games, right? Challenge yourself, man. We know that you don't, it might be a little difficult for you to read. Why? It's not because you can't do it. And read and write. It's because you knew it was his story. And ever since you was a little kid, man, you was disconnected from that bullshit. And then they don't want you to learn because they want you to be, what? Slave labor, man. So now, as you get nice instead of fucked up, since you're going to smoke anyway, right? Then what you do, download dictionary.com, and every day, man, challenge yourselves, man, to get 5 words, man, because when you put the word in and you hit the button, it pronounces it for you too, man. Okay, so we start elevating ourselves. Next thing you know, man, we start learning stuff, man, and we start figuring out how could we pool our resources, man, instead of just trying to kill each other, man, and be scanning whatever you're doing, man. Then you start thinking about how can I use this money, man, to do something positive so I don't have to be in the street. I don't have to worry about trying to kill my brother, man. And then you see that a lot of military is coming home. Our brothers and sisters is coming home, man. So they thought they was putting it in for the freedom of this country, but they know, man, that all that's a lie. They know that was trained to kill brothers and sisters that look like you throughout the world, man. So as they come home, embrace them, man. Embrace them, man, because they're suffering, man. Embrace them, man, and hug them and say, brother, I know you thought what you was doing is right, but you know something? Help teach us, man. Help teach us, right? And pick up this phone, man. Organize, man, 3 or 4 people in the community, right? That if something happened, the police stop somebody or whatever, right? Call 2 or 3 people. Let them call 2 or 3 people. Let them call 2 or 3 people. So if something happens, man, we are in the street, man, like the Hasidic Jews and everybody else, right? Show them power. Now, we're not there to go out there in the street to harm no police because we know that there's a whole lot of good police officers. So let me just say that straight up. There's a whole lot of good police officers and there's a whole lot of crooked police officers, okay? We know that, man. But if we show support for our brothers and sisters, man, okay, they'll stop raining up on our ass, man. They'll stop doing that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a buddy program, man. Call 2 or 3 people, man. The military come home, man. Talk to them and say, brothers and sisters, man, teach us, man. We embrace you, man. We welcome you home, man. Okay, so let's, you know, there's a plan, man, that we can do this, man. We can embrace each other, man, and we can take this to another vibration that we can honor Michael Brown. As we think about him, man, we can honor him, man. So every time you think about pulling the trigger, man, and really kill your brother, right, or your sister, you think about that Wilson Darren Wilson, man, pulling the trigger on the top of it. So instead of you killing your brother, you think about that cracker shooting your brother, man. And that's you. That's your face, okay? So instead of Darren Wilson's face, put that face on your ass when you're ready to pull that trigger, okay? And you see how you feel about that, our execution, man? So we doing it worse to ourselves, brothers and sisters, man. Okay? Stop killing each other, man. Let's honor ourselves, man, because they want you dead. The reason why you're killing each other because you feel you have no hope. You feel there's no way out. Excuse me. You feel there's no way out, man. But I'm here to tell you, man, that just like, man, in the Haitian Revolution, when they start calling upon their mothers and fathers, man, their ancestors, empowered them, man, and they defeated the French army, one of the most powerful armies in the world, right? And then the brothers and sisters in Haiti, right, was punished because they were punished, man, because they let go of their spirituality, man, and start embracing Christianity, man. And of course the powers of the world hates them because they don't never want to see the resurrection of a proud people that overcame some crackers. So all the forces are against our brothers and sisters in Haiti, man. So we also got to embrace them too and use the vibration to elevate ourselves, man, and turn this around. And lastly, brothers and sisters, I just want to address one more thing, because remember, this is what? This is for the children, man. We turning what? A negative into a positive, right? So for my brothers and sisters, because Dr. Ray Hagins was supposed to address what? Youth, our youth that was in detention programs or homes, group homes, that has issues, right? So brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. One of the most devastating problems a youth, right, can have, man, that some of our children are facing, man, is sexual abuse. Being abused by a loved one, by a stepfather, uncle, a father, a sister, a brother. I have children. These are my daughters, and I have 5 children and plenty of grandchildren, and I have never sexually abused no one. When you sexually abuse a child, right, you break their will. You break their will to live. You break their spirit. And then you leave it open for them to abuse another child, and you've broken a child's will to live. Brothers and sisters, stop. If it was done to you, stop. Do not sexually abuse a child. Do not sexually abuse a child. And I know you probably say, G7, man, you're talking all this shit, man, but you can't feel my pain. How you gonna tell me? You can't feel me and tell me don't worry about it? No, I don't tell you to worry about, don't worry about it. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Your brother, G7, that you see me in battles and all that, brothers and sisters, I was sexually abused when I was young. And I was sexually abused by a cracker. Oh my goodness. Oh no, G7, did you just say he was sexually? Yeah, I was sexually abused by a cracker. Let me tell you something. You see, and I never sexually abused any child. So let me tell you something. What's done to you, do not do it to another child. Do not do it. Okay? Do not take away somebody's innocence so they can grow up thinking that it was them. Do not do it to another child. And if it was done to you, and you're talking to people and say, oh, don't worry, forget about it, then how the hell are they going to tell you to forget about it? You can't forget about it. Okay? You can't forget about it when someone tells you to forget about it. Alright? So family, let me just give you an exercise, okay? Because I'm a transformational hypnotist. Okay, this is what I do. So it's Mr. G7, thinktransformation.com, right? So I'm here for my children and for my family and for my youth, right? So what I want you to do, right, is get yourself somewhere comfortable, man, and just sit back, man. And well, you've been sitting back, right? Say, G7, what do you think I've been doing? We've been sitting back, right? Okay, now, all right, okay, all right. I feel you now, okay? Just put yourself in a different situation, man. Take a nice breath. Whew. Say, man, I don't even believe G7 is telling me no shit like that. You know why? Because you can't keep it real, brother. My conscience is clear, man. I never hurt a child and harm a child. I protected children, man. And my track record tells you I have. Okay? Ain't no child, ain't no one gonna, the only death penalty, I think, because there's a whole lot of innocent people on death row, so we know we can't trust these crackers' death penalty. But if it can be proven that you have sexually abused a child, then that's when I say death automatic. no questions asked because you have ruined someone. So children, guess what? Youth, guess what? We're not ruined, right? So this is what I want you to do, man. Sit back. All right. Sit back and let's just relax and just nice and just breathe and just take it easy. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. Okay, brothers? Because what I am, brother, I had this here hatchet. I'm supposed to be using this hatchet throughout the presentation to crack some heads open, man. But I come in peace, so we're going to put this away now and talk to our children, right? So we're just going to sit back. We're gonna crack the child abuser's damn head open. Come here, where you at? Damn sexual, damn pervert, trying to come over here, crack their damn head open. All right, but anyway, just sit back. We're just gonna relax, man. We're just gonna sit here, youth, and just relax, man, and just say, you know something, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I just want you to, you know, just feel. I don't know, man. Just feel your hands on your legs and just relax. Feel your feet connected to the floor, man, and feel the back of your and your butt connected to the chair, and you nice and comfortable. Nice and comfortable. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to think, right? Let's say you had a place in your mind, you have a place of safety, right? I want you to find a place of safety, man, where you can always go and feel comfortable, man. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to say, you know something? This place, I feel so protected and I feel so comfortable. And I feel so comfortable and it feels right. Find that place and let me know when you're in that place, okay? Find that place. Okay. Now, I want you to recall the experience, not now, but I want you to recall when you were sexually abused. Okay? Not now, I'll let you know when. And I want you to go almost to the spot, almost to the place, to the time when it almost happened. It just freezed. Okay? Now, right before you get there, I want you to find your place of safety. Get your place of safety. And as you go into your place of safety, right, I want you to elevate your mind. I want you to elevate yourself and just elevate yourself and just float. Float away from the picture. Float and look down on it. And look down and look at the innocence and look at the child and say, you know something, that's an innocent child. That's a beautiful, innocent child that has never done anything to anybody, right? So right before that pain, okay, now get closer and closer and closer and closer. Right before you have to stop, just stop, freeze. Freeze. Elevate, get farther and farther away. Now, see it happen. See it happen. If it becomes too hurtful, then remember, you can always stop and go to your place of safety and drift back. Remember, you can always do that. You can always get to your place of safety. You don't have to be harmed again. You don't have to relive it. Okay? We experienced it for the last time and we want to let it go. Because no one can tell you to forget about it. You can't forget about it. We have to go back there and we have to detach ourselves from it. And we have to tell ourselves it was this child. It was an innocent child. It wasn't me. It was a predator that did that to me. So I call on the ancestors to allow me to heal, to give myself permission to heal. Now go back. Okay, drift up, away, and allow yourself to look at the problem again and go back closer. Right before it really happens, freeze and stop and drift away and say it was a sexual pervert. It wasn't me, it was a sexual pervert. And go back and relive it. And if it gets too hurtful, you know where to go. You know where to go, that place of safety. And just drift back. And tell yourself a time, right, when you thought about that and it caused you so much hurt. But think about now in the future when you think about it, that it's not. So go back to a time when it hurt before. Put yourself in that time frame, right? And go back, drift away, and go right back. And you keep on going back. And right before you go, you get yourself in that place of safety. And you keep on going back until the pain starts disappearing. And you can move on without being scarred in your heart no more. And that's just a little exercise. And feel free, brothers and sisters, family. You have my email, mrge7@gmail.com. Feel free. I'll be more than happy to talk to my family. But as we go back, right, just relax and come back and just breathe and relax, man. And this is what I want to show you, family. I want to show you, man, a real G. I want to show you a real G that can talk to our family, man. I can tell you a real G that's a regular person, man, that's been through harm and been through things that another man might not want to discuss. It took me 35 years to say I've been sexually abused. How many other people are walking around, man? But the main thing is I never hurt no one. And you see, and it was a different environment because I grew up in the street, man. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up with scars, man, with battle scars, man, with people. I knew females and I knew people that were molested, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know, man, so I want to leave my children with something, man. I want to leave the youth with something because it's what? Turn a negative into a positive. Alright? So now here, you know this here is for peace, man, and harmony. So brothers and sisters, man, I just want to reach out and just share a couple of words with you. Tell you I love you, family, youth, you my family, brothers and sisters. When you're ready to pull that trigger, you think of Darren Wilson, all right? That's who you think about, man. You don't be trying to kill your brothers and sisters, man. Man up and stand up. Peace.